Meg, and it's that time of the week again where we get to talk about the best show on television, AMC's The Walking Dead. Today we're talking about Season 6, Episode 4, called Here's Not Here. This is a 90-minute episode all about Morgan. I'll admit, as the episode started, I was a little bit skeptical on why we needed exactly 90 minutes to tell Morgan's story. It seemed like the episode was a little bit slower. And at the beginning of the episode, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. We start out seeing Morgan right after the episode clear. So he's full on crazy mode. He's not really making a lot of sense when he's talking. He's ranting, raving. He sets his house on fire on accident, and he's forced out into the woods. And we see him on a mission, and he is very much kill first, ask questions later, or don't ask questions at all. He doesn't let anyone live at all. And I think a lot of this way of life that he has taken on is because of what happened to his son and his wife. Obviously, most of you remember his wife turned into a walker and he was unable to kill her. He felt bad. We heard about this at the very beginning when Rick first met Morgan, that she turned into a walker and he was unable to kill her. And eventually she killed their son. And I think that really weighed very heavily on Morgan and, you know, how he turned out after this. He went crazy because of it. He felt so much guilt it was essentially his fault that his son died, and his son may have died in some other way, but he feels a tremendous amount of guilt for not being able to kill his wife and in turn losing his son because of it. So he's gone full on crazy mode, and I think the reason now that he is kill everything, don't let anything live, is because he's determined not to ever let something like that happen again to him, and he's taken it really far. So once we meet Eastman, who I really love this character, he mentions Morgan having PTSD, and at first I thought the fuzzy parts in the corners of the show were flashbacks, and then I realized no, this is when Morgan it's kind of like he's having a manic episode where he is almost acting just like PTSD. He is acting and reacting to things, but he's seeing something else, you know. It's like when he's almost like he's in a bad dream, but in reality, you know, he may be fighting someone perfectly nice like Eastman, but in his mind he's fighting walkers or he's fighting bad guys, that kind of thing. So I realized these fuzzy bits are sort of these manic PTSD episodes. And I loved seeing how Eastman brought Morgan back to life. He teaches him very slowly, mind you, his philosophy. He teaches him Aikido, and we hear this very sad story that happened to Eastman, and we don't need to go into detail because you guys watched the episode, but it was very heartbreaking. I thought this episode was really refreshing. You know, we've had these action-packed first 3 episodes where we're just go, non-stop action, and you know, you're really on the edge of your seat the entire episode, and we were left hanging with Glenn in episode 3. And so this calm, quiet episode, the fact that it was still very enjoyable was, it just shows how awesome The Walking Dead really is, and how the writers and creators of the show are really fantastic at their jobs, because to have such a slow episode be just as meaningful as these fast, crazy episodes is just, it's pretty awesome. And the fact that we met this new character, Eastman, and he was introduced in this episode and he died in this episode. So he's only in 1 episode of The Walking Dead entirely. And the fact that you actually cared for him by the end of the episode, like you were actually sad that he died, shows just how great the writing is and the acting skills on the guy who plays Eastman. His name's John Carroll Lynch. Superb acting. I mean, really, just the fact that you can make us care for this character that you're portraying in 1 single episode. I mean, we met the girl with the braid, Annie, I can't even remember her name, and she seemed nice and everything, and we saw her in like 2 episodes, but when she died, I didn't really feel anything. So I liked that they took this time, they took this 90 minutes and really let us feel something for Morgan. They didn't just, you know, make it a quick episode where, okay, this is what Morgan's been doing. They really let us take Morgan's journey with him, and really by the end of the episode, when we see Eastman die, we feel something as an audience sense. We are sad with Morgan. When Eastman got bit by the walker, you could really see Morgan almost revert back to his former self. He was, you know, ranting and raving. I said not here, I said not here. And he's yelling, kill me, and it's almost as if he's reverted back. So the important thing to take from this episode is that Morgan isn't completely changed and isn't completely, I don't know what the right word is. He's not 100% like Aikido expert. He's not 100% the same kind of guy that Eastman was when he died. You know, Eastman was certain on his philosophy, and he'd been living like this for a while, and Morgan is just now learning this and trying his hardest to live like Eastman did, but he's struggling with it, obviously. So when Eastman dies, you know, he buries him, you know, and he reevaluates, and now moving forward, he's going to go find other people, like Eastman suggested that he do, and he's really going to try to live like Eastman did and to follow this philosophy in life that we don't kill even the worst people. And at the end of the episode, we know that the wolf is still alive, and Morgan has been sitting here as we're seeing these flashbacks. He's been telling the wolf his story, basically doing the exact same thing that Eastman did to him when they first met. Only Morgan, you know, may have been broken, may have been going through PTSD, but he was able to change. And once he learned Eastman's way of life, he was willing to take on that way of life. Now we have this wolf who is pretty much a psychopath. He even relates to the Crichton character that killed Eastman's family. So he likes the way he's living. He's probably insane, probably a psychopath, probably just like Crichton was. And he says that if he survives, he has an infection, you know, a cut on his side, not a bite, a cut, and it's infected. And he says if he survives, he's going to kill every man, woman, and child in Alexandria. So as Morgan leaves, we see him stand at the gate, and he hesitates before locking it. And I'm thinking, Morgan, surely you must know that this guy is not like you were. And I think there was a moment there where I was thinking Morgan was not going to lock the door. And I thought, Morgan, don't do it, because you will regret this. This guy is not you. He is not changeable. He has no desire to make a change or to live a better life. He likes this life that he is living. He wants to kill. He likes to kill. And at the last minute, Morgan locked the gate. Thank God. Moving on from here, I'm not sure where this is leading to. I have a feeling it's going to end a little bit badly for someone. Morgan's going to probably keep trying to work on this guy, and I think eventually it will lead to the wolf escaping or doing something bad and potentially hurting someone in Alexandria, or, you know, definitely that's not the last we'll ever see of this wolf. I have a feeling he's going to get out and do some sort of bad thing. All in all, I thought this was a really good episode. It was refreshing to kind of slow the pace down and be able to take that journey with Morgan through the episode clear up to present day, and to see really why he is the way he is. And I definitely feel for him more than I did when he first got to Alexandria. Now that I understand the background to the way he's trying to live now, it makes a lot of sense, and I'm definitely interested to see where it goes and see if he can continue to live out the same philosophy that Eastman did. I think that will definitely be tested with this wolf. The wolf, like I said, doesn't want to change, and he's not the same kind of person that Morgan was. So it'll be very interesting to see where this goes from here. That's it for my review, guys. If I missed touching on anything, feel free to let me know in the comments and we can talk more about it there. Let me know also how you liked the episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why. And I will see you guys with my dead ahead predictions video coming up next. It looks pretty interesting. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.